A singer in your favorite band, feel like a winner. But I don't know about that. Don't worry about money that you blow or gossip doing rounds, more something that you do. Cause I see you all the time in the line and you never pay. But nothing's really free, baby.
My room doesn't look like a mess.
It's the same thing every day. Maybe nobody told you there's a better way. Doing everything you can to escape, but you'll stay.
Movie magic, folks. Hello! Welcome to another Slay The Spire gameplay. The last one didn't go so well. I'm going to play sort of like a couple of bits from the end here. All three of our curses showed up turn one. We're going to take a lot of damage. I'm like a fucking punching bag. In the 4,200th combat. Oh no. Alright. We've learnt that we need defensive abilities. That's what we've learnt. Ow. Ow. We dead. Desecrated. Try again tomorrow. Turns out, the game is a little bit harder than I expected.
I mean, I already kind of did the intro, right? Like, I don't need to do another intro.
What's up, guys?
Feels so eerie without music. That's right, I'll add in music in post. Find some beautiful no copyright music, or maybe I'll just play a lot of all day.
You always learn the DJ.
Welcome to Slay The Spire. We're going to play another run. This time, we are going to go for the Silent. I've never beaten a run with the Silent, so it'll be good to see how we do. Start of each combat, apply one vulnerable to all enemies. Look, I'll take it. Now, you'll have to forgive me, because today I'm feeling just a little bit sick. I'm not sure if it's allergies or what, but if it looks like I've smoked the hugest joint of all time, I'm actually just rubbing my eyes. You'll also note up here now, there's like a little Twitch icon. I enabled Twitch integration for Slay The Spire. If you're ever in the stream, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m., you can actually pick the cards and relics that I choose. And so if you see some things in here, that's what they are. We're going to go for this elite here with the campfire. This one, you can go for an elite, but you don't get a campfire immediately after. All right, he's got vulnerable, which means he's actually going to take a pretty decent amount of damage here. We can just output all the damage. I was sort of like, I was trying to think of something to talk about, and one of the things that I was thinking of, let's go poison. Let's go poison deck. And I was thinking I might I could tell you guys stories from when I was working full time as a solicitor. Obviously, I can't tell you people's names and stuff, but I encountered a whole heap of weird shit. It's not as if I don't have any stories to tell. And the other stuff is like, I can tell stories from when I worked in hospitality. It's not like law where you have like a, client confidentiality. You can just talk about shit that happened in a cafe. Blur. Blur is actually really interesting. If we can get a tiny deck and just keep rotating in blurs and blocks and stuff, that would be super, super good. Buy a potion. Sure, why not? 3 cards, 2 dexterity. Pretty good potions, all things considered. You always know the DJ. Not that it matters, because he's buffing himself. How good is caffeine, though? At 24 health. We can kill him with this, though. Sucks to be you, asshole. Poison stab. We'll try and remove cards later on. Poison finishes him off. Get out of here. Backflip? Probably backflip, right? You want lots of gas and a small deck. Yeah, so HOSPO stories. The easiest one to remember is 15 chip guy. I mean, that was a pretty fucking wild day. For those of you that didn't know, I used to work in a cafe in my hometown. So I worked as a waiter for ages and ages, and then later on towards the end I worked as a barista. You get some pretty crazy people. It was an upmarket sort of cafe. Like, it wasn't posh, but god damn. Maybe I need to sort out that screen share here. I'll get that off for you guys. Let's go another elite. Fuck it. Alright. 2 dexterity. I'll take that every day of the week. I'm getting super sidetracked. We're like, I mean, we didn't get strange customers all the time, but you definitely got some pretty kooky customers. One day I was working the floor and I went over to this table because it was open. There were people sitting down there. Hey, can I take your order? And I went around the table and everybody was ordering pretty regular stuff. Damn, I shouldn't have played that card. There's no need to play that card. That was a massive mistake. Went around this table, took a bunch of orders, right? But there was this dude right down the end at like the head of the table. And I was like, hey, sir, how you doing? Like, what can I get for you? And he was like, can I get a ham, cheese, tomato, toasted sandwich and 15 chips. I was like, whoa, I think like other people have already ordered like stuff for the middle of the table. You don't need to order so many chips. Like that's a lot of chips. And he's like, no, you don't understand me. I don't want like 15 serves of chips. I want 15 chips with my toasted sandwich. I mean, I guess. So I write this note. I'm like 15 chips. I end up putting it through the system. So it goes out to the kitchen. The kitchen rings the bell that they have for food. The head chef comes over to the pasta. He's like, what the fuck? No, he wasn't like that. And so they ring the bell, and the chef comes over to the pass, like the bench, like the pass is what you call it. It was like where you pass the meals through. Yo, what is up with these 15 chips? And I was like, no, chef, you don't understand. It's not 15 serves of chips. It's like 15 chips. And he kind of like gives me this look. That's what he wanted. I don't know. You know, like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I asked him the same question. Okay. All right. And he walks away. And I'm sitting there. And I'm really concerned, right? If you ever worked with chefs in a restaurant or a cafe, they're pretty surly dudes. They're not grumpy, but they're pretty surly kind of dudes. We're kind of just going to go in on this guy. A raw, he says. I take out all the coffees and stuff, and everyone else gets their food. And then, like, the last time, like, the toasted sandwich gets put up in the pass, right? Because this guy ordered last. Okay, here we go. I'll get to take out this fucking toasted sandwich to this weirdo who's ordered exactly 15 chips, right? Like, still to this day, I'm not even sure if he was just trolling me or if he was, like, OCD. What if, you know, I give him something that he doesn't want, and then he, like, flips the fuck out. Chef comes out, gives us the meal, right? And he's, like, grinning ear to ear. And all of us are like, what the fuck's going on? Will this kill all these guys with the vulnerable? Well, there you go. That was easy. You always know the DJ. Don't even worry about it. Got another elite with 19 HP. Nah, we'll play safe. And so I'm looking at Chef and I'm like, yo, why you got this massive grin on your face? Like, you're freaking me out, dude. He's like, got you 15 chips here. Okay, great. Grinning from ear to ear, right? And I have a look at the plate. And he's got the chips stacked up like those like old school Viking funeral pyres. 3 that way and then 3 that way. And it kind of like goes up like that. And he's got that next to the plate. And I'm looking at there's like 5 levels. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, right? Like that's 15. Like clearly they've just sort of made a meme out of showing this guy, oh, there's exactly 15 chips. I take it to the table and I come back to like the kitchen area so I can like wipe down benches and stuff. And the chef's like, hey, did he eat his food? What did you guys do? What have you done? Because they're never this excited about anything. Chefs are excited about cigarettes and food sometimes, but that's about it. The chefs put 16 chips inside the little funeral pyre stack, and we didn't tell him. I'm freaking out at this point, right? I don't know whether the food is gonna get to this guy and he's gonna flip the fuck out. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. They end up eating their meal. I don't go anywhere near the table, right? Whole time. Because I'm like, what if he like gets angry at me? What if he yells at me? I don't know. They end up leaving, and I'm like, well, holy shit, I gotta see what happened to the table, right? I go over, have a look, check the table, see everyone's plates have been left there, all the drinks are done. They had a really good time, apparently. They actually like really enjoyed the food and stuff, which is always nice. But I look at this dude's plate down the end. I shit you not. No word of a lie. There was no toasted sandwich there. 1 chip. Right in the middle of the fucking plate. Perfect, dead center. Grab that plate, take it back into the kitchen, slam it on the chef's bench. I'm like, look at this. And he's like, no way. Holy. I was so scared. I honestly thought I was going to die for half a second there. And thankfully I wasn't, which was nice. He's dead next turn anyway. Just end the turn. 36 damage. Ring of the Snake, Ring of the Serpent. Cool. Let's do that. More cards every turn. I'll take it. Oh my god. I'm going to cut it here, but I will upload the rest of the gameplay to YouTube. Maybe next week, maybe a little bit earlier. We'll see. No spoilers. You can also check out the stream. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Also Saturday mornings. Otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.
And you always know the DJ.